Howdy, my name's Ann McCarthy. I'm a product wrangler working for Automatic, and this is a video about some of the new features and flows coming to the font experience with WordPress 6.7. To start, let's take a look at some of the changes coming to the font library. So we'll head to Typography, open this up, head to Fonts, and let's type one in. Sweet. So one of my favorite things I'm excited to see, you can just select all and easily install. You'll also notice that the messages, whether they're error messages or success messages, have been updated. And you'll notice when I head to library and see all the available fonts that there is clear separation between what's provided by the theme versus what's custom and what you've added. This allows, so if you install various different themes from a plugin from your own source, it makes it really easy to see which fonts are impacted in different ways, so you can manage them better. So from there, I can also deselect all these, select a few, go back and select all. And this makes deleting and managing just much simpler, much more streamlined. Before you had to individually click each of them, which was just a pain. So you'll notice if I delete these, it'll also easily show an error message. Next up, if you're in Browse Styles, you'll now see, along with all the different style options, this is using the 2025 theme, the new default theme, that the font presets are also available down here. And this just allows for all the changes you might want to make to be in the same space that you would expect them to be, which I really appreciate. So we'll choose, let's see, what color? We'll go with something funkier. Cool. Another option available is for typography. If you go down to font presets, there's a ton of changes here, including the ability to actually edit these directly, which I think is really cool. And you can turn on and off fluid typography, and you'll notice that when I turn it on, there's also the ability to set your own custom values, which I think is really neat functionality. So I can make these changes here. I can also add my own custom font size. So maybe I want something super tiny or super large, and I can then set again these custom options, and I can even rename it. So maybe I'll call it super tiny. This then shows up as a custom option whenever I'm editing fonts to my liking. This also addresses feedback that was given from folks using the site editor around being able to control the fluid typography options. And it also allows for optionality. So you could have a bunch of different fonts, size presets set up to allow for fluid typography, and then have one that's an exception, or vice versa. And these kind of controls add to the inherent responsive nature of the site editor and of using block themes. I'm excited to see what you do with all the new font features and flows. WordPress 6.7 comes out November 12th, 2024.